When the Western Roman Empire collapsed in the year 476 AD, Europe did not suddenly fall into darkness, but it did change forever. Cities shrank, roads decayed, central authority vanished, literacy declined. Out of the ruins of Rome emerged a new world, one shaped by war, faith, kings, and survival. This long period between ancient and modern times is known as the Middle Ages, lasting roughly 1,000 years, from 500 AD to 1500 AD. In this video, we'll explore the fall of Rome and the birth of medieval Europe, daily life of peasants, knights, nobles, and monks, feudalism and the manorial system, the power of the church, castles, warfare, and chivalry, the Crusades, the Black Death, and how the Middle Ages ended and gave birth to the modern world. This is the complete history of the Middle Ages. Rome did not fall overnight. For centuries, the empire suffered from political instability, economic collapse, corruption, over-reliance on slave labor, barbarian invasions. Germanic tribes such as the Visigoths, Vandals, and Ostrogoths pushed into Roman territory. In 476 AD, a Germanic leader named Odoacer deposed the last Roman emperor of the West. Rome was gone, but its legacy remained. Roman law, language, Christianity, and infrastructure shaped medieval society. Europe entered a new era, one without emperors, but full of kings. This period is often called the Early Middle Ages or Dark Ages, not because everything was bad, but because fewer written records survived. Life in a fragmented world. Europe was divided into small kingdoms. Constant warfare was common. Trade declined. Most people lived in rural villages. The Franks and Charlemagne. One ruler stands above the rest, Charlemagne. Crowned emperor in 800 AD, Charlemagne. United much of Western Europe. Promoted education. Supported the church. His empire did not last long after his death, but the idea of a Christian Europe endured. Without strong central governments, Europe needed order. That order became feudalism. How feudalism worked. Kings granted land to nobles. Nobles gave land to knights. Knights provided military service. Peasants worked the land. Land meant power. Loyalty meant survival. Most people were serfs, bound to the land they worked. Freedom was rare. Stability mattered more. Peasants made up 90% of the population. Worked sunrise to sunset. Ate bread, soup, vegetables. Rarely ate meat. Nobles lived in manors or castles. Hunted for sport. Controlled land and justice. Women. Roles depended on class. Noble women managed estates. Peasant women worked fields and homes. Life was hard. Death was common. Faith gave hope. The Catholic Church was the most powerful institution in medieval Europe. It controlled education, morality, time, calendars, holidays, salvation. People believed heaven and hell were real, and the church held the keys. Monasteries preserved ancient knowledge. Popes could excommunicate kings. Faith shaped every part of life. Castles were not just homes, they were military machines. Castles included moats, drawbridges, keeps, arrow slits. Knights, trained from childhood, swore loyalty to lords, followed the code of chivalry. Warfare was brutal, slow, and deadly. Armor did not make you invincible. In 1095, Pope Urban II called for holy war. Thousands marched to the Holy Land. The Crusades were religious wars, political struggles, cultural clashes. They brought bloodshed, trade growth, cultural exchange. The Crusades failed militarily, but changed Europe forever. In 1347, a deadly plague reached Europe. Within 5 years, 30 to 50% of Europe died. Villages vanished. Priests fell. Order collapsed. But labor shortages gave peasants new power. The medieval world began to crack. Several forces ended the medieval era. The Black Death, the decline of feudalism, the rise of strong monarchies, the Renaissance, the invention of the printing press. In 1492, Columbus reached the Americas. The medieval world faded into history. The Middle Ages were not just knights and castles. They were 1,000 years of survival, belief, struggle, and transformation. From the ruins of Rome came the foundations of the modern world. And without the Middle Ages, the world we know today would not exist. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video.